You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Today, where they bring the program come to you, my name na Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. Today na Tuesday, the first day of October 2024. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we all know say in 2018, ahead of the 2018 election, one of the platform them where the BO-led administration be campaign na education. We make today inside this particular edition of the Breakfast Show, Liberty Online TV, they can look at how education don't like under the BO-led administration. Also, we know the limits are not more to primary education, but also how tertiary education don't like. We go look at all of that inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and plenty other story them then at the program for you this morning. Plus yesterday, the Electoral Commission for Salone, ECSL, been pull a press release to say then say they don't tap force the by-election where they supposed for all na Kenema. Waiting at the reason them behind this, you go know inside the program this morning. Remember, say you say for the watch we get the opportunity for the part of the conversation. Send we your message on +23274 200 545. Now the number way for send your message, and yourself go join with this morning. As today we dey look at education and will not just limit to the primary school or secondary school education. When at the free quality education, we also they look at the tertiary level, we mean say the university level. How the education system they work there, you will know inside the program this morning. If you just join me, don't forget to share the program so that more people go be part of this educative conversation, or they can get na the studio this morning. If they watch me on YouTube, don't forget to press the subscription button and put your post notification bell on so that anytime Liberty Online Television come on, you go know say we don't come on with interesting programs them what they bring on throughout the day. This is the Breakfast Show where you watch.
All right, we continue with the Breakfast Show, and like how we tell you now, not just limit the program to education, but we get to the important thing and we will discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And for start, we quickly go now the ECSL, when at the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, early September this year, we will see a declaration where the commission pull for declare say them go all by election na Kenema districts for let people them go elect the district council chairman na Kenema after where the one way been they been die inside August 2024. Well, from September, earlier September, where this particular declaration being Canada, we see another release don't come out from the ECSL again, saying they put a hold to this particular by-election where they don't conduct, forget the district council chairman for Kenema district. What's the reason behind this cancellation of this particular by-election waiting for all? Now the reason we make we get on the line now Christopher A. Jones, when an acting director of media, now the ECSL, for let we get an update on what's they happen for this particular by-election. Good morning, Mr. Jones, and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Abel. Good morning to Liberty Online Media. Thank you for making us get me.
All right, like I don't tell the viewers them, early September we've been seeing a declaration where the ECSL be issued out. Usai una been acknowledged say the person where been there na Kenema District Council as chairman been die inside August 2024, and by virtue of una responsibility una been declared so na go hold a by-election na Kenema for let people and go vote for the district council chairman. But we see again una don't issue other release where the state clearly say una don't put a hold to that particular by-election day. Just tell the viewers them waiting lead to this.
Well, ECSL get paper and go na Kotos. And when you go na Kotos, the Kotos will go able to interpret within the law say. To the matter go na High Court, when the Kotos, for go interpret within the Local Government Act. Clearly they talk about for replacement of chairman for a district or mayor for a city. So that make a full press release yesterday. Say all waiting will concern this election. Wait for take place November 16. We don't put them to hold. We don't go do anything until the Kotos interpret that in for we, they will go before Mumbai.
Mr. Jones, waiting at the reason we make the ECSL need for go to court for go ask for interpretation of the Local Council Act, where we all know so not to the first time this way on the conduct by election. Why the case of Kenema for conduct a by election on a need for go ask for clarifications about the law?
Well, we can people that go to court. Anybody say can go to court. But we're right. And we, as a body, we respect law. If they can we go Kotos, we'll go for go listen. So they wait because things they need interpretation part. And that's why we pull press release. We don't want to go into the matter better one because Kotos they on. So pull press release yesterday say we don't freeze.
And order sending a courts, Mr. Jones.
We and the Attorney General.
People be done they get some miscommunication regarding these particular by-elections. Since the 2023 elections, the country been going to under the PR system. This particular PR system get anything for do with this particular matter where they on the floor now we don't reach na courts?
Well, not to PR number we do for 2023 election. President not to be PR. All right, like 2-round system 55%. We can per parliamentary. Whose election will we do per parliamentary? Now PR, we can per councillor. Whose election we do for councillor then? Now PR, we can per chairman and mayor. We say first past the post or simple majority. Now we do both, but people don't forget.
So waiting at the issue where they pan this particular section of the law where on a need for dinner courts for interpretation.
I don't tell you say people that get right for Kevigo na Kotos, but we work. We say get right for people that go na Kotos. If something they will not agree for. So, as a law-abiding commission, when they can go to Kotos, we don't put on hold, we don't want to talk, we don't go into the activity, to the process, until we get interpretation clearly from the Kotos. So that we put press release to tell all Mercy, this election will be planned for November 16. We don't freeze them, we don't put on hold. And I don't snap the wait. I will still wait for the outcome of the Kotos.
But for let the public go understand, Mr. Jones, the Attorney General no, on a normal day, no get nothing for do with the by-election way on a further all na Kenema district in November. So for let you say the Attorney General in office take the ECSL to court, there must have been a reason we make the Attorney General in involvement come inside. Now complaint come out any side will lead to this?
That make people press release say, because we didn't have quotas, we don't put on hold. We don't take the quotas, go to the media. So we say, let me left from there until court decide. Then we will come back and talk to people and bye-bye. But for now, this year don't put the election to hold. All waiting party to this election, they don't put on to hold. They say, stop and wait. So we only wait. They were all patient and wait until interpretation, clarity come from quotas.
But apart from the Attorney General, now who that again involved in this matter?
But maybe let yourself not say matter that quotas don't for beginning of multiple and 2 months because the process and procedure we quotas get, he say, we matter in front of me, hold it. We don't put press release. So put this process to hold. And at that side, it's not pan.
So what are the grounds of the ECSL?
That now waiting the quotas go talk about. So let wait now, yeah?
But una believe say lawfully una supposed for conduct a by-election for this particular district chairman council election na Kenema?
Fine question, Mabel. But let wait now. I say we don't put this matter at all. So kindly let us wait for the outcome because some question and we will bring some answer. We will begin bring the person and the photos to those strong person now. One time. And we know all we. So let's wait, yeah.
All right, Christopher A.A. Jones. Thank you for where you give the public that particular update today. That's now being Christopher A.A. Jones, we now acting director of media and communications now the ECSL. It be they give you updates on the by-election where ECSL supposed for conduct for Kenema District Council chairmanship position. But according to them, they don't put a hold to this particular election first because the matter in a court, and according to them, it say now the Office of the Attorney General take the ECSL to court regarding the conduct of this particular by-election. And of course, Liberty Online TV will continue to monitor this particular issue and bring them the updates as we get them.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. As we tell you earlier today, we look at the salon education sector from both primary, secondary, and that of the tertiary level. We get for do with the university them. As we all know, inside 2018, His Excellency the President Julius Maada Bio campaign, center in campaign under the education system, where he believes say by then the education system not go on well. And according to that, be making campaign promise where he come, he go ensure say he prioritize education. Immediately as he win the 2018 election and assume office, Ususa he launched the free quality education will be the flagship program for in 5 years tenure as President of Sierra Leone. And inside this free quality education program, a lot of challenge them been there, but success them they along the line. Waiting at then challenge and success then they now they can discuss now the studio this morning. And we see Usai the tertiary institution they win at the university level. He ensure say then do different things them through the various minister the way he appoint for be Minister of Tertiary and Higher Education. Well, when they look at the entire education system today in the program, as they can get a critical analysis, but how the salon education system don't they function. Well, for KF, we talk more about this particular topic this morning. Now, the studio, I want to welcome Crispus Charles Macaulay, the Public Relations Officer for the Tertiary Education Commission. Good morning, Mr. Macaulay, and welcome to the Breakfast Show. And also we get the president for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, in name na Ibrahim B. Kabo. He day with we in the studio this morning. Good morning, Mr. Kago, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
All right. As we all know, the Tertiary Education Commission, that then they for ensure say them put orderly the development of the university. Them women say they get big role for play for ensure say the country gets quality tertiary education, especially for university students. Them waiting at the role where they don't play for ensure say they work within the mandate. We make they establish them as a commission, and how they don't ensure say they're strengthening university education. Now that's Mr. Macaulay there for this morning. As we all know, the teachers, they're very important in the education sector, especially for the primary and secondary school level, where now they benefit from the free quality education. Now that's make we bring the president for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union with we at the studio for letting self for analyze the education sector. As over the years, we don't they see themselves they pull a position, especially when it come in terms of the welfare, as them believe say a free quality education for work, now then the teacher then forget better condition of service, and then for they in the position for ensure say they support government for implement the free quality education. Before we go to the university level, Mr. Kagbo, we start with you as a teacher, and you there this morning they represent your constituency where make up of teacher them within the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. Let me first start for unpack the free quality education, when a flagship program of His Excellency the President from 2018 to 2023, where he come back and campaign for a second time, where he bring new priority area them, when are the big 5 game changer them. But don't look at the quality and the free for the education from a teacher's perspective. How you can analyze them?
Well, if you permit me, first of all, I want to say I appreciate you now for bringing me to the studio and for discuss on this very important topic. As far as we concern from the union's perspective, we can always like to analyze this one into 2. First, look at the positives, and then you look at the areas where you would need additional interventions. So I have to start with the positives. First, the government don't do a lot, and we want to appreciate them for this way they don't do as a union. That the first thing where government been do when they come, now for put policies in place, we're going for help for implement the free quality education. The second one are for increase the budgets in education. We will for increased funding in the education sector. And this will enable them for make them able for increased service delivery in terms of improving on supervision, providing teaching and learning materials. They construct more schools. They're able to introduce the school feeding program. They also introduce free tuition where government they pay subsidies for primary and secondary education. And also they increase salaries of teachers. We don't negotiate with government 2 times, and they don't increase the salaries of teachers, I would say 3 times now. We are looking forward to the 4th time. I say 3 times because the first negotiation they increased salaries by 30%. The second negotiation we will forget a 45% salary increase, we then divide into 3. So they don't give for the first and second years. We expect in January 2025 the last 15% of that salary. So now that make us say they don't increase them 3 times. A lot more they don't do. I also don't see they don't improve on the structures of the directorates. They don't employ a lot of people then in the directorate division. They also don't set up and operationalize the teaching service commission, where instead don't help for improve on one, the recruitment of teachers, the assessment of teachers, the training of teachers. So a lot of things don't happen in the education sector with this free quality education. But that notwithstanding, if I get permission for carry on.
Go ahead.
Now for let we know say a lot of other areas than they way government still need for improve on. One way they track the budget itself. The budgeted is one, but sometimes the actual can be different from what is budgeted. And so you find out say shortfalls thinking day in terms of financing, delays thinking day in terms of providing certain things them way they're supposed to provide. For example, as we speak, third term of last year's school fees subsidy is yet to be paid. And the school feeding program is another one where up till now I will call them with you on the pilot phase where we will not agree say them for generalizer now, so that every school will benefit from the school feeding program. But that is yet to happen. The supply of teaching and learning materials is another area where government still need for improve on, because sometimes when they supply the supplies they not can do for the school still. We say you they get, for example, a school of 500, you say you want to supply books, you go get like 1,500, it's like an average of 3 books to a child. The textbooks now another challenge, another teaching and learning material. So for example, the whole of last academic year supplies them very, very minimal. So that's another area where governments need for improve on. The other area now, the area of furniture supply. Because if you don't say education should be free, schools they're not able to do a lot of things. Because the school fee subsidy itself when they pay is small for run the schools. The worst of it, the primary sector, Mrs. Star. For let them pay for one Pekin 10,000. If this school gets 500 Pekin, we're talking about, 10 Leon, the new Leon. Sorry, I'm of the old school, eh? Mm-hmm. You pay 10 Leon, for that you pay 500 Pekin, 5,000 landing. 15,000 for a year for run a whole institution.
And that's government they pay?
Now then they pay to primary schools.
As part of the free quality education package.
Exactly. The school fees subsidies for primary schools up till now, now 10 Leon per child per term. So you're paying 30 Leons for this Pekin. And you want quality. All them provisions that we don't make access, don't increase. But the facilities, they're not a measure up to the increase in access. So you still have what we call overcrowding in schools. You still get congestions in classrooms because the furniture themselves not do, the structures they not do. We know they adequately prepare for this. The other area where they suffer a lot now the tech voc sector. The tech voc up till now, now lip service force will they give to the tech voc. Because this now they develop the middle level manpower. And if the tech voc sector for develop the middle level manpower, they need structures, they need equipment, they need instructors. But if them tiers so they in short supply, you will find out say there is a big challenge in this sector. And the biggest challenge where that sector they face right now the recruitment of their staff. Then they deal with more of practicals, technical people. Not the people where they go do TC and HTC. Now people the way they do HND, OND.
Before we come to the tech voc, Mr. Carbo, let's look at back the primary level where you don't explain, say, yes, it started well, but there are challenges. And I believe, say, from inception of the free quality education program, government don't carry una along, una don't day from the initial stage for set the foundation. During the intended day, una they negotiate like the payments where governments for make to the schools them. Una not be no say 15,000 leons for one Pekin. No, they do for sustain the school.
Interestingly, the thing forgets what you call a progression. At the beginning, that 10 leon was reasonable. But you look at the economic trends, right? And for you an idea as to what they talk, the payment of school fees started when the primary was 2 leons, 2,000 then, secondary was 3 leons. They moved the secondary from 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 15 before they moved the primary to 5. And when the primary go to 5, this secondary will move back from 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30. Primary still remains at 5. And when the free quality education comes, the primary move from 5 to 10, whilst the secondary move from 30 to 50 for JSS and to 60 for SS. The primary remains 10. All this while we don't advocate for say, make them a 10 differential. If you are paying 60 for SS, you pay 50 for JSS, pay 40 for primary. That would be reasonable. But even that gradation for us is not tenable because the primary schools and the secondary schools now from the same shops and they buy materials with no difference. And for me, in fact, the primary sector more important because that is the foundation. If you not make the foundation strong, then the building not go able for tina. Education and foundation are the primary, right? If you not fund the primary adequately, then they not go able to give the quality where we want from that sector.
A lot of money, both from the donor and development partners and that of government, go into this free quality education. And we all know say 2018 will be a whole flagship program where almost every other resources will be they come to the country, be they pour into the free quality education. Also, you think say the government get them wrong? Is it from the planning stage? They not been put things in place, left but putting we make a day like I did today?
The government, in the first place, yes, to me, we be advised as a union because we do a research from countries that we don't implement free quality education, starting with Nigeria, Ghana, the Gambia, the English-speaking countries in West Africa. We see the challenge, and me particularly, now me being this represent SLTU, na the steering committee, the planning committee, where they host na state house. Several times, they talk and say the starting of the program, the way they take them, is ambitious. I say, can we start with the primary? You look at the drivers of this free quality education, the teachers, pay them well, provide enough facilities for them where go make, if they not get better materials, they will be encouraged to improvise. But if the person is demotivated and he not get enough materials, then you just get the leeway for them relax more. Start with that, and when you see say you get more funds, you go able now come probably after 2 years of implementation at the primary sector, you're able to study the challenges, you overcome them, then you move to the JSS for the next 2 years, right? And after 2 years, that is the 4th year, at the end of the 4th year, if you still have more funds and you see you don't get the capacity, you can now move to SS. We gave that advice. But somebody tell me, say, the program is ambitious, yes, but it is not over-ambitious. But the other challenge where government gets, where we know, And we be also try for advice now that. Then why are we talk about international support, international NGOs? My sister, where they count this money, they know they give government. Government be feel say we are going to bring $30,000, $1 million. This will not come into the coffers of government. What they do, then get their own program where they feel say this now they support. And they put the money there. And they tell you we have supported Salone government with this much. This is a big challenge where government they get with the internationals.
So is it safe for say government, with all which you don't talk, so is it safe for say government really they struggle with funds for implement this ambitious program in the words where they be start?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Because if government don't put the program together, government gets its own priorities. We talk about this. Salaries of teachers, construction, reconstruction, rehabilitation of schools, supply of teaching and learning materials, the school feeding program, and all that. But the NGOs get their own program. For example, when they come and say, we now with the bill. This one come and say, me na training that they do. This one guy say me na lesson plan manual that they put me money pa. This one guy say me na toilets that they do. Right? And then they look and say na then they count their money. Sometimes government in hand tie is not able for dictate to them, waiting them for do. So this is a big challenge where we get where we are part of it. For example, where they encourage the Lewi Land program, they employ people for monitor the program, for train teachers. We advise them, instead of you setting up a parallel system, why not strengthen the directorates of the ministry? They don't do it. At the end of the day, when the project elapses, then one ministry can take their staff here where they don't employ for car with now in a ministry. How is that possible? I just show you one, because men are part of everything where they happen. You don't see? So this is a big challenge where government they get. But sometimes government here they tie them back. Where will they meet? Who will they talk and you know get nothing for do me? Because I believe say Sierra Leone is my country. If you they count millions of dollars, the other challenge where they get me sister, then they count expatriates where sometimes they do nothing and they pay them $10,000-$15,000 per month out of that money. Then they say na Salone government.
So the problem with the educational sector, now the donor partners then, they cause the problem? Not
to them a whole, but a part of it. Because for me, if they come, they say, okay, Salone government, we are going to assist you. This is the money. Even with them, a program where they call, what you call performance-based financing, when I project them, when they put us on side. We say, okay, where would they say the primary sector, their money is small? They say, okay, we are bringing this program for provide additional money to the primary schools. The whole of last year, now 110 they pay. When a project now controlled by them, the donors, where the ministry only they supervise, that payment stay back, no problem.
Alright, continue for the week in the studio. In case you just tune in, you listen to Ibrahim Bikabo, the president for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. Today, na the program, we they analyze the Salone educational sector. As an all member inside President Bio in first time na office, na education is being prioritized. 5 years down the line, with all the free quality education program when they introduce, when they look at waiting at the success and challenge them, and that's make we get the teachers union, the president, as soon as every reformer, in a one party people there will be sit down in a state house with government from the first term when they want for plan the free quality education program. And according to them, it's saying that be ambitious project and say now government's not able to forget them write it. Now when we can look at the university level, as we look at the whole education system, both primary, secondary, and university level. So we get the Tertiary Education Commission, when they get the mandate for regulate for ensure say and develop orderly university education system. We all know that there are challenges from the university level in terms of education at Salone. And that's make we get the PRO between the studio for the Tertiary Education Commission, when Crispus Charles Macaulay. Good morning again, Mr. Macaulay.
Thank you.
All right, now we look at the tertiary education, because we don't listen to the teachers union, the president, clearly they should say the primary and secondary, when at the foundation, before you go to the university, get a young challenge with they deal with. But as a commission, how do you ensure say una regulate for get an orderly university system?
All right, thank you for having me here. As a commission, first, we mandate for ensuring we advise government on tertiary education. And also we go beyond that. We recommend to government areas for development on tertiary education. We also serve as a depository of academic and non-academic programs in the universities. But for let we accomplish this mandate, we can liaise with Senate and academic boards for see how we will shape universities. And we also, they ensure say, we create a fair play in the admission of students, and also they facilitate the recruitment and promotion of all staff at tertiary institution in the country. Moving forward, we also don't ensure say we draft policies in the area of conditions of service, we go help for improve waiting staff them at tertiary institution, then they take home. For instance, there is a 75% salary increment where government belong to all staff within our tertiary institutions in the country. Also, through the commission and proactiveness, the status of two Polytech universities, like Miltimagai and the Eastern Polytech University, the status don't change. Now Miltimagai na university, technical university. Then the Eastern Polytech also na technical university. Waiting at the benefit of them one day. It means say people where they learn their hands-on skills them. When they don't done them program them, they may find it challenging for let them continue, for let them get degree. But now, through the status, or where the status don't change so, then they're able to go through successfully and complete them programs them. We also, for we ensure that there is parity. We don't request for the condition of services of all staff of within our within our public universities. For that we ensure we look at them and see how we go ensure fair play day in the way how they treat lecturers and other staff them within our universities. Also, for that we ensure we push the progress of universities in the country, we liaise with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Quite recently, we get a town hall meeting. The essence of that meeting, we ensure we sit down, we reflect, we think, frank deliberation them, so them tell we whether the thing that they monitor them as students. You know, they are paying fees, they are paying other charges fees, but they reflect to them. We also get deliberation from lecturers, and they need facilities, they need upgrade. And also from stakeholders, them key non-governmental organizations, they also be there around. And the outcome of that deliberations day, we look at and say, need they for let universities them tailored then courses them for let it meet the demands of the labor market. Because I tell you, imagine people in the graduate, year in, year out, but the story are the same. Then therefore they move up and down, they defend job, everybody want to be employed. We don't want to let it continue again. We want for ensure as a commission. Now we have for focus on how they review some of the courses them at the university for match up with modern trend. For instance, ICT, how they teach technology, they need to say they now AI day. So you get for try for incorporate all the one in the we're very, very critical to the development of the universities them in the country.
Our goal now for attain stable and crisis-free university system na Salone. How you would describe the status where the university then therefore achieve that goal there?
All right. Indeed, we goal now for ensure that we collaborate with government and external donors for the development of tertiary education. As I stated earlier on, for let we ensure say parity day, government don't come in and don't give 75% increment across the board for all staff of tertiary education. Now that make the Boku strike action and all them things and they again. And not only that, the commission also they establish policies which relate to the development of universities in the area of cost structure, condition of service, and other benefits then. So, and also from the Dominion saga to this date, the commission don't turn up tight for ensure say most of them where they operate illegally in the country, where you don't go through the right process, you don't affect the process, where they come after you. In a not too distant future, we go launch, program them, where now for go after specifically the universities them or institution them where they operate illegally in the country.
Because that's what I want to tell you, say there are a lot of tertiary institutions now where people like don't they pour their money there into, then they go they graduate and end up be doing come, for example, they go seek for job. The institutions that out there don't can recognize some of their institutions here. How on they cover all the one in there?
So now if you go to our website, we get a list, a comprehensive list of all accredited tertiary institutions in the country. So we continue for admonish and sensitize people them. Before you make any application, before you enroll in any public university, go first on the website and then ensure say you watch. If in order to see the list of accredited universities, then you put yourself on trouble.
The question is now how the universities then they come into existence, they operate, they enroll people them, go through classes, and even they organize graduation ceremony. The TEC not aware.
Salon big, you understand? What we should also right now, a lot of things they happen around. You understand me? But we rely on the intelligence, a very, very effective, a very, very strong. That's why in a collaboration we need from community, state actors, community people. Now I need for the attention. Say, hey, I see this and this they happen now, or I know somebody where this university then just come. I don't know. See, I don't know if they are aware about this. But we get with intelligence. Once we get them, we they go there, we they go see what we can do and try for. If you don't get the required criteria, you don't meet them for operate as a university or as an institution at the country, will they take action against you?
Apart from taking action against illegal people the way they can operate university then, now look at the structures. Only they for monitor, work with government, when at the ministry, for ensure say conducive learning environments then at the university then. The university calendar can be so chaotic that students even don't get course outline, exams don't come. Structures not there at the university then. How on a monitoring reach to that level?
Yes, as I tell you, we recently we do conduct a needs assessment study at all the tertiary institutions in the country, and we use the SWOT analysis. We look at their strength, we look at their weakness, their opportunities, and the threats, and we'll be able to put together a lot of other things that will inform the basis of that policies there, and they're able to make informed decision when probably external stakeholders then will come or people everyone for contribute or want for help for develop the universities them. We can share with them. We look at areas specifically like what you talk about, so course structure, lecturers them not able to complete syllabuses on time. We also do academic assessment audits. Where they go to the classroom there, where they sit down like any student, where they watch what the lecturer they do, the message where they pass.
Now, what's university then? When can do the
public universities them, public from Fobe College, IPAM, public universities them. Where they go, we sit down a class, where they see what you they do, and if we. I tell you, say we get a town hall meeting in this year. Now some of the deliberation and one in the students then being outpour, they say, lecturers them then they in the habit with 2 weeks not left for let them go into exams. At the time they come for can't complete syllabus, so then for don't complete in 6 months. That's unfair. So as a commission, we don't take upon ourselves say, Danny for stop. And we come after them and then they wait in the habit, not for the go to class, or when they wait until 1 week exam don't near and they tell you want to give student the long course outline, you want them miraculously get everything now they then go to the exams.
Apart from waiting the student then tell una na the town hall where una been get, you say una be done they go out and the witness. Waiting una notice for una self.
The challenges are there. If we say challenges they're not in the operation of tertiary institution, then I mean the challenges are there. But as a commission, we they collaborate with specifically the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education for see how we go address some of them challenges like the overcrowding. Imagine one grade lecture, I get for lecture over 200-300 students them. I mean it burdensome how you want mark them scripts and the efficiency at the end of the year, understand. But we they ensure say we collaborate with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education for see how we go bring in solutions then to some of them program and problems then they. For instance, now we get the ODL where they help for spread out, they help for create public education on ODL, open distance learning, when through the Commonwealth of Learning. So I mean say if universities then say that they take all the people that we get a requirement for go, they admit they all, no problem, chaos go there. So you will they not take, you can able go through that ODL, the open distance learning program, they do short courses them, take time go reach where the university get space for let you come in because it's obvious, because of space, because of facilities, the university is not go able admit all the one the way they get university requirement now.
How they open distance learning they work in Salone?
It's an online platform. You go once you able to read and understand and
because the reason why they ask, we all know the not one for compared to first world country, we done it very simple for them. Very seamless from kindergarten stage where we go through and enroll and do all things. But yeah, we know so you come to light, you come to internet, all of that's not challenges. So how so sexy when I say
left out. Try for see, even though challenges then there is internet. But I believe everybody able to afford basic data. If you're able to go Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, why you not go do something they capacitate you? You want for spend money at the end of the year, get certificate because there are short programs then the way you go able to get knowledge. Till the time go reach with space today for let they admit you now on the university then.
All right, continue for the weeks we in the program. When they come back to Ibrahim Bikabo, when the president for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, as today they look at education, both primary, secondary, and tertiary education system. How we don't work in Salone? If it still need more attention, we're gonna know inside the program this morning. When they come back to you, Mr. Kabo, earlier we talk about the government priority program for the first 5 years, when at the free quality education. Let me look at the accessibility. More picking them according to what in government they say. Because of the free quality education comes them now and then they pass. Is it accessible that because of the free quality education, all of them things here they happen?
Then they on for sure. We want to give that credit there to government because of the initiative. Number one, then bring more hope to people, then bring more hope to Mama Salome picking them. Secondly, the basics way that they provide also they encourage picking them for stay on. Thirdly, the policies then way that they put in place, for example, the radical inclusion policy, where they say no matter what you be, you get right for go school and then for accept you in a school. So these are all the things then, the school feeding program, the supply of teaching and learning materials, the payment of school fees subsidies. These are the things that we really don't increase access tremendously to an extent that I would say the last 5 years it don't almost double waiting be done day before. This one na credit where we forget to government because of this initiative. We also see say with time parents them are being enlightened for say education important. Before this time, plenty people they look and say, "Na boy picking them for go school," including me papa said. You know, but where he can born me now, me get this small one where I get, and they encourage me girl picking them, and I encourage even we young people them back home now for encourage them girl picking them as well as the boys for go school, stay in a school and complete. So access now one thing where this free quality education carry it. Number two, it also encourage retention. And like what you hearing me brother they talk from a tertiary institution, because of that retention, it also they lead to completion. A lot of people then they go now up to university or tertiary education institutions for complete their education where they know they drop out of the way because they don't pull the hindrances along the way. Financial challenge now one way they help. Then bottlenecks there in terms of say if picking at this no, then stigmatized will be the stigmatized picking them way physically challenged. Now other one, then the way they get belly and so on. But when then here so all don't come out of the way they see say picking kinka get belly, still they go school, they go born, they continue with the education up to university. So all then here so now then they encourage access, retention and completion.
But based on how education stand like currently, if government for then at the drawing board, what thing you would suggest say need for be done immediate and future for ensure say they improve on the service?
I always they tell government, even during the last negotiation, I tell government they prioritize two things in education. Number one, if you not provide teaching and learning materials, supplies to the schools, the parents then will manage for provide for them picking them. If you not pay school fees, parents then go for pay school fees for them picking them as long as it's reasonable. 60 leons, 50 leons na the secondary. Now then they do admission, they report people then they go pay millions for admit in picking no more. Na JSS, na SS. They're not go tire for pay 60 leon. But let government prioritize the first thing where we always they tell them, but they look and say no. If you pay teachers well, provide the conditions of service where they will be comfortable. Because if you government not provide that, then nobody know the provider. Okay? Provide remote area allowance. It will make qualified teachers then go willing for go. The second one, construct schools and supply furniture. We go improve on the accommodation. We go ease the burden of the teachers and the administrators of the school. If government do then two things, the third thing may be also improve on supervision. And we be done they suggest and then they do an what we call supportive supervision. Can at the school, if not the administration, you look at how they administer the school. You look at what they do well, what you know they do so well. You note them and give them feedback. Say you need for improve on this. The next day where you come, now there they start. That thing will be advice. How you left do one. Same with the teachers. Sit down with them. How then they do the lesson plans? How then they handle the materials in the class? How then they prepare for can teach? How then they teach self-self? How then they handle the picking them? When you don't do this assessment, come back to the teacher say, you they do well now, you they do well now, they do well now. These are areas then where you need for improve on. The next step where you come now, then you can begin. Until the person, we call them gradual release of responsibility. Train the person. You be a mentor so that this person will for improve on what they do. So for me, these are three priority areas where if government puts strength there, we will see how education they move. But build all the structures, supply all the materials, provide all the computers. In fact, bring the whole world to the education system of Sierra Leone if the teachers are not motivated my sisters. Not for nothing. Because they are the ones that are delivering the knowledge, the skills, the training. If they are not motivated, if my sister, somebody they receive even 1,500 as a salary, what they call 1.5. You cannot feed on 50,000 per day, 50 million per day right now in Sierra Leone. So on average, even if you say, okay, 50 million per day, that is just for the food, one meal. What till they take pay transport for go to school? What till they take pay rent? What till they take support in picking a school safe. So if this teacher, they come in physical state of mind, in psychology, no sober, because of the financial burden where he gets, and he feels say no get no other means for go get this money or so, how he would deliver, how he will feel sweet for teach.
And that's one of the reasons.
I don't access a lot. Okay. From the first time where this government be take over, they can't free quality education. Till the 5 years done, then they don't come back now for the second term. But according to me, accessibility or the way me don't access the government system, the first time where they take over, it be somehow look better compared to the second time where they don't come. Because if you say free quality education, that time where this free quality education not be there, the money when family be they pay or the money when maybe they pay for me picking, I not go compare to now. Because the thing is free, but they pay now higher than the time where the thing was not free. So the quality education, I don't go say in on the, but now in the morning the comrades seriously. Although me bag get me picking where they go government school. Because right now, if they think you baby as journalists, you know, private school they don't take over the government school because of the government elapses. Because government school now for take over private school because government school but could pass private school. But because of the way the government they take over the government schools and I made the private school there. No come out they put in pickings and on a government school, you go to a private school. Because you they pay what come on in a government school. But even the teaching facility, the teaching quality, the government school don't get it right now. In those days before we before don't born or when from there before don't born they be talk saying na government schools then be they make name na this country. But now private school they don't take over. Why this for happen? Because government elapses. Government know they do the right thing. You get for do correct thing for the government schools and when you go make this pikin they go down better. But look at this time when we don't start so they say no pay for books there, no pay for other factors. You can go pay the money back for let you get the what you pay for. Now problem back. You can work at here, you not go able to get them all together. Then you pay for badge, you pay for other half things there, they pay for books. What you pay now for let them give you back it on work. So the quality, although it is about right now, it's so lack. Seriously, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
The education system of the country, as for we get picking them, they go to the government schools there. As for me, again, you picking them, they go to government school. So the first time where this government take over, the education was fine. We'll be glad for them. But this second time where you can't say so, the money they spend in Boku. The money they spend in Boku. So me decide, say la put me picking from government to private now. Because I know how they undergo. The money they spend in Boku. So I decide for go to a private school now. Because even me picking they do well, you know they do well in school at all.
So they when be there now the government school they do well.
And now they do well.
Okay.
They do well. Who they tell government let put more pressure on the schools and let monitor. Because the education system we picking them I will priority them. And we go lend one in day. We they ask Papa government we they beg them may put more pressure on the book learning business because the government school we believe say that they book learning for day than the private.
The education system, I look at and say, not directly poor, but they 12 before GoSL because first 10, they look picking where they class 3, class 4, which even they do now. The way they look now say they from 1, from 2. If they compare traditional school picking where they class 1, class 2, right? So they look at and say a poor somehow. The only
All right, we continue with the breakfast show from then Voice then Day na the streets of Freetown. Usai Al Hassan Koma been go talk to citizens there we make up of comrade them we then self make their own input but waiting and think about the free quality education program. When they come back in the studio as we still get with two studio guests them we na Crispus Charles Macaulay, PRO for the Tertiary Education Commission, and Ibrahim B. Kagbo, president for the Salon Teachers Union. I beg your pardon. Today we look at the education sector. Waiting are some of the challenge and success them. Now that they discuss inside the program. Remember, say yourself for the watch, we will get the opportunity for send we your message, make you input, tell we your thoughts, but what you think about the education sector. We'll go read on our messages them later on inside the program. When they come back to you, Mr. Macaulay, we all know say new academic year they can start now for the university them. And we can see how chaotic it can be. Not to secret say the universities are overcrowded. Even side classroom for let the students then take classes. Now a big challenge. We can make plenty students them not able for take all them classes them according to them timetable them for the day. In the area of overcrowding, how now they engage the relevant authority them for ensure say them put them as a priority. Because students and they pay their university fees them they're supposed to be.
All the public universities then. So we're in a position inform stakeholders, both local and international, we're ready for give support and assistance to the universities them for letting ensure say then create that parity in service delivery. In the area of facilities and structures, all the one in a challenge. Imagine classes then they where they take up to 4 or more 100 pass circulate to everyone a difficult. But we as a commission donors how we go say we go create more classrooms for the universities then let them move beyond them challenges then they not to one day something or not to quick fix so, but we they continue for collaborate with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. In order far again, not to distant future, we get packages that will go for rollout. We go specifically address some of them challenges that they will relate to classroom structures, adequate facilities in the area of ICT, library services, and all that things for ensure. Say, even if we not go 100%, but the universities them were able to meet their commitments.
The dialogue part of nothing we're not done. Dialogue will get for continue for as long as they will get for be. But for this academic year, for example, when they cancel, what are the tangible adjustments then we will ensure say universities are put in place? Because low tech, for example, when taking for enrollment, they will not say they not get the capacity for host certain number of students then, but they will take the all money, they apply, then take them, then when they come at the university now, congestion begin the congestion they begin ask for space not for accommodation and all overcrowding and all of that. What intangible differently will happen this academic year?
So as a commission we get a policy already in place where they specifically look into admission. You understand me? There is a policy we already don't develop. We specifically now I know you're asking for tangible evidence now one day we this academic year we bring that policy into effect. We know you staff you capacity which you able to deliver. You need to take pass which you able to deliver. That's why I tell you say no to all my get requirements the university will able to admit, because if they say that they admit everyone, overcrowding space, that they become inefficient. Whether they do service delivery, lecturers and not go lecture well, students in Goboku, you understand me? So this particular academic year, that policy they will try for establish and put in place for C, because we sabi there. All the universities in this country, we know what's in their capacity, we know what's in they're able to deliver. So you can't tell me say, hey, this area will they take so no. We they try for streamline for CC, then take what's in they able manage. May not go beyond that one day, we go bring some problem tomorrow.
So now that university they go through the enrollment system and you talk about this policy, you should say the TEC they monitor for let them go according to this particular policy.
That's what we exist for. Now we work that one day. And not only that one day no more. I mean, we not the only, we get a lot of other policies them. I tell you, we get for do quality assurance and academic audit. We that one day and span beyond universities them. In a not too distant future, we'll get several policies there.
Because many a time,
yes,
we thinking in a pen and paper as a policy, now one. Then waiting the university or schools then can implement now two. And that make they ask you if TEC sure say during the entire enrollment process for more university open them portal for let students then go able for apply. Then do selection, then go interview. If we're not part and parcel of this process.
Definitely. Because of this policy, we want for let actualize and let we accomplish with target. With the day part of that process, they till the end. It's a commitment I'm making.
So this academic year, no issues of overcrowding at university. Them students they not go complain about.
I don't know what you mean overcrowding. I don't know what that you specific number where you get, but the university they get number they wouldn't they take. You understand?
Then you like you said the
yeah,
commission
that's
know
what I'm
the
saying.
capacity.
You know it's in the capacity.
And we all can see again, they can acknowledge they know their own capacity, but then they take more than.
That's now that they are the council. We know their capacity, we know their strength, we know what thing they're able to deliver. But you will not be close, far from it, where there is 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 admitted. Maybe the university they're able to meet their expectation, they're able to meet their demands. But from afar, you feel to say no, they don't over, admit students them. So me they give an assurance say this academic year we not go reach to that point.
So then we'll keep to the capacity.
We go and ensure that one day as a commission. And not only that, I be they strive for state another premise. Just now. We also committed for this dominion business. We don't want again. We don't want something like that for happen again. You understand it? What you want destroying the nation, not what atomic bomb you need. You don't need bomb. You don't need grenade. Just begin give people them. We not fit for get qualification. Begin give their own qualification. Take who don't want fit for big doctor. Go make a medical practitioner. Now they go kill you tomorrow. Or the one we not fit for billows. You go certify as engineer. Then go make building they collapse. We don't want that one day in our society. So we implement effectively going forward. We begin chase after the illegal mushroom operation and college where they operate illegal in the country. We begin go after. Then after we rely on a heavily and community partnership. If we know see then they any side, we inform me, we make clear we know. So we go come after them and also. Going forward, we therefore see how we go partner with MDs with a request for the qualification. They want to see. Let we know. Because now what we don't do, because I still the one day we get them degree, then they in a strategic position then. And then they make the informed decision. I don't say informed decision, a bad decision some of them they make because they are not, adequately equipped. So we come after them as well. We want for ensure say we try for sanitize the process, we sanitize the system for if you sit down here, you do what you need to do. We go able for vouch any outside you go. We then go one for call upon you say TC, you go one for verify this person, one for the in that capacity will say yes, she's fit, she's capable, and with the certify say Leona, go ahead and do it you want to do.
Alright, please first continue for the program. Quickly before we take messages, I'll bring Mr. Kago in as on your own sector, whether the primary and secondary education, then just begin a new academic year. Now for consolidate the gains where governments don't make through the free quality education. What it need for be done as now schools then just start a new academic year, Mr. Kago?
Number one, start with the payment of school fee subsidies. If government able, let pay the third term and first term one term. Because I don't talk say number one, the money is small. If the money is small and they know they pay them back on time, then it cause problem. Most of them they say the heads of schools, then they request for this, then they request for that. Now out of I call them desperation, for let them see say the institutions then they up and running. But if they not get the means, then salaries themselves not do, then go resort for go ask comrade them for can support. again, another thing where government for able to sit down with we and heads of schools and look at. Before this time, we can get what they call them community projects. Now, I make you get every school they get something called CTA. A CTA can come together and say, "Look, we fund this particular project at the school." But with this free quality education, the policy not seem for be clear. Because then they tell you, say, if you take that decision there, you get for bring and come the Ministry of Education for approval. I don't know of any school we don't come with any of them decision the way then they approve. You know it. So what they can do, then they take the bull by the horn, heads on, then go ahead, right? So because some schools then they're not too structured in a way where the CTA will manage them for itself. I know, for example, just open several classroom block na Methodist Boys High School when are the old students on their own, and then they collect the money, and they take engineer, and then they supervise the work. They able to do it. So parents they now come in and chip into that. St. Edward's, Prince of Wales, then take on them projects then they.
Even Methodist Guys High School.
Methodist Guys High School, yes, I'm sure. Yeah. So, you know, Methodist Guys High School and Methodist Boys High School are twin there, right? So I know of them thing and they. I just name a few, several others and they do them, but some other schools and they don't get them structures, they don't get them strong people and they for team up. So it has to be spearheaded by the school administration. When you do them, they say it's wrong. When you do them, they say na extra collection of funds. So let government pay this one way then they pay. The second one, let them improve on this money, especially for the primary sector. This money don't small for let the schools they able use them for run the schools. One set of furniture now they go tell you something like 500,000 for a set of furniture. You go give a school 5,000. That's not 10 sets. The money don't know.
But Mr. Kabo, as a pressure group, the SLTU, how serious when I don't see complaint issues here with government? Because the union are one way of late. There has been a lot of accusations of political interference and politics where they sit on the divide within the union, when make not able for advocates the way how supposed for the advocates for colleague membership.
Well, first of all, we need to understand for switching our core functions. Plenty things and the way people then they feel say this na SLTU no.
But we used to know the SLTU growing up. We used for a lot of advocacy. They come from the SLTU
advocates. Yes, the advocates will be the arena because they declare strikes. But now we don't gain more where we they negotiate with the lobby than go into a strike. I give you an example. Sometimes the strike itself, the notice of a strike sometimes is more potent than the strike itself. I give you an example. During the past regime in Jala, how many times they strike? Jala University, to an extent that somebody died there, but they're not still able to get what they want. Just one university. Because government something in there, they get certain things in way, they're able to do it, then they look at them, but they're not willing for do it, and then they do it. So then they way they're able to do, they're willing for do, and then go do.
So now that your leadership, the approach of advocacy change?
No, before me. That's why there is so much of strikes. But during my own regime, last time we'll be the negotiate. Here say we fire a strike notice, and then I be able to we conclude the negotiations quickly, and we will get the 45% salary increase for teachers, and some other thing them where we get from that negotiation day. So sometimes not so more of halala. And I want to tell you, say the union now they provide more for teachers than ever before, because certain things then the way we do, for example, we support every teacher will get a serious illness. Every teacher where they go now, any tertiary institution where they support them. If teacher die, we dey support in funeral. If teacher gets a natural disaster, fire, water, or anything, for example, there's 16 teachers where then soldier man them broke their house and Wilberforce. We gave them 10 million each for let them go get place for day.
Condition of service on a scale of 100, what's how you go place the teacher then as it is currently?
Conditions of service, I go say na 50% because that now we call mandate where we dey negotiate. But that one is not within we circle of influence totally. Because if now waiting we want for let them pay the least teacher 10 million. But again, you look at the possibility. But I want to say this again that to be honest with you, I don't consider, I don't realize say salary increase is not our problem.
You know, not a problem.
Fine, we problem na the economy. Because when they walk around, even West Africa, how many countries then they pay their young teachers in millions of the currency? The least teacher now gets over 1 million. How many countries they pay 1 million of them currency?
Do you think it's okay?
No, I can't.
Because this is one of the reasons that we make people, they say there is a political influence when it happen na the teachers union. Because if you take for example, the money the government they pay the ministers and when they teach them from the classroom, vast difference there to that of a teacher.
I know.
But when I look content,
I know we don't look content. That's why continuously with the advocates, not to hear they talk just now, that pay the teacher well and provide other conditions of service.
But now you compare to other countries where you say,
no,
they get far above them.
No, what they say? I'm not saying we they get far above. And they talk about the economy. Okay? For example, in Ghana, they are paying 200,000 cedis to teachers. All right? But because the currency is strong, the teachers are relatively better. So pay the teacher 10 million now. Give them 2-3 months. That 10 million will become useless because a bag of rice would have gone to 7 million. So for us, we look and say government for try for find way for fix the economy. Imagine even if the dollar rate can down to half right now. From 24 to 12 right now, you would have doubled this salary where they pay the teacher in terms of weight in value. Right? Because if it can down to 12, rest where they sell 1,000 now go down can down to 500 maybe. Fuel go down can down to 14. If everything where they sell now the market can down by half, and this teacher, this same money where they get, now they get, it means you don't double the salary automatically. This is what I am saying. Okay? This issue of all the while they pay, we don't talk even when they sit down and say, well, government they say not get money, yes, but what are your salaries? At some point, somebody from Ministry of Finance, we nearly they make plaba. You people are unreasonable. I say, are you being reasonable? First of all, what is your qualification? And almost then they pay you. Some of us have served this country for like 35 years, right? You go start, you get your HTC, you get your bachelor's, you get your master's. With over 30 years of service, I am still getting 2,222 leon. That's my salary.
As a teacher.
As a teacher and a head of institution with a master's. Me sit down here before you. And this person in Ministry of Finance with probably a bachelor's, they get almost. So if they go tell me say a reasonable way ask government say increase salaries of teachers by 150%. Am I being unreasonable? You way sit down yonder and me way they talk this who are reasonable person company. So sometimes these are the things we face, but the one that we don't know, they feel say we are pro-government. And let's just end up with this note for say, sometimes they see within this board, within this commission, within this, so they feel say government don't buy, we don't get political appointment. One of our responsibility now for let we represent teachers in any body where they deal with education. So for example, within the National Board of Education, by statutory provision, not a political appointment, within a NACIT, within a Teaching Service Commission, within a WAEC, within our Education for All Coalition, within our National Elections Watch, within our civil society movement, all within our Sierra Leone Labour Congress, within Education International, within Education International Africa, all them bodies are now for represent teachers, not on political appointment. We were there in the past government, we are here in this government, and we will be there in the next government that is coming, irrespective of whose government we did. We did there for represent the teachers, not a political appointment. But finally, the team where Kimonawi, the way they talk, so I agree with you to some extent, politics they Monawi. To be honest with you, now, we say we they take a very strong stance against this government. Let we declare a strike. I'll give you an example. During the days of the AFRC, right? When we say let we declare a strike against AFRC, there were some schools in the north where they go school. Okay? Because then we feel say they're gladly they can't take over government. We'll not be able to get them for let them sit down. We had to do something. We discourage them, we make them follow. This government now if we say let declare strike, you would have schools in the south and the east and they talk and I will not afraid for talker. They will not cooperate with you. Even when for their own benefit, then they look and say this now with government. If FBC government can just now, you declare strike, you will not have some people from the west and the north for support.
But that does show how disunited the union is. Because if they speak with one voice, division no go day, when I want to make certain decisions.
Interestingly, the union now a voluntary union where person, if the union declare, it is up to you. We don't get mandate for force person and your conviction. So if we talk for your own benefit, you feel say no politics now they put aside, what can we do? We don't get soldier man, we don't get policeman for force anybody. All we do is this talk where they talk about these people. So that's our challenge. So sometimes we see say we know they declare strike, now some of them tear so. You understand? We look and say, no threatening strike. And then we get what you want small, we come back, we go back, we come back, we go back. That is our big challenge. But us as leaders, we know they pan politics. We know they pan politics. They will know they pan politics tomorrow. That is why once they tell you what they benefit the country. Between me and my conscience. Go arrest me today, it's your business.
All right, continue for the program, Mr. Kagbo. Quickly, we'll look at text messages, the way people don't send at the program this morning. I read from YouTube, and the first one where they come out from Z Mazaz. They say, good morning, Liberty. Can you please get the gentleman from the Ministry of Education to clarify the issue of no fees for female students in STEM at public universities?
All right, to look at more messages, Mystic na Dwazak say our educational sector needs financial support and proper monitoring, and lack of proper monitoring has been a major problem which undermines the outcome of the educational sector.
Charles Kaleko, they say we cannot even manage the lecture room properly, and now we are advocating for e-learning when we have poor internet, costly data, and limited internet facilities, and many more.
Us friend Kamara on the Facebook page say our education system must be tailored with modules to become a self-reliance based system for individuals. The education provided must help develop each citizen to learn from others, reject and adapt to own needs, build confidence, and realize their value to society and how society values them. Thank you, sir, for advocating for better valued access education for self-reliance.
Alhaji Sheka content on YouTube, they say if the government really wants quality in the education sectors, the government needs to improve the salaries of teachers. Teachers need to get paid more than ministers, parliamentarians, etc.
For the Mustafa Toure, they say free education has been in existence for a long time, but not at all levels. What this administration did was to expand it and made all the noise about quality. They are saying 21% of the budget is dedicated to education, but okay, but what they are saying is all right.
This one, they say, good morning, Liberty TV. I want to know if the school feeding programs, supplies of school learning materials, such as uniform, bags, books, and shoes, is for over Sierra Leone or is for specific region? Is for all over Sierra Leone or for specific region?
All right, I'll go over the message again from Fode Mustafa today. It says free education has been in existence for a long time, but not at all levels. What this administration did is to expand it and made all the noise about it. What they are saying about the 21% of budget is dedicated to education, but what they are not saying is that most of it is salaries and not for capital investment on the sector. Even the 2 schools that were constructed was done by FQSE and Mercury. School charges have increased significantly compared to the few thousand leones paid by government.
All right, the last one they take from YouTube, they come out from Obe Kamara. He say if a teacher is talking like everything is okay with the teachers, that is why governments don't take them seriously. Well, from their messages, then they quickly, because of time, when they come back in our studio and the studio gets them go comment on the messages, then they'll wrap up the program. And they start with you, Chris Paul, that is STEM for public universities.
No, I don't think that was really on the right track. Students are required to pay fees. And whenever the policies and they take effect, we will come out to the public and inform them with policy they are on books. I don't think I think that was good.
All right, Mr. Kagbo.
Number one, first they talk about monitoring. Yes, challenge there with monitoring, but to be honest with you, I want to say monitoring don't improve small. Like I say, because they don't capacitate the district education offices. They don't employ more people for the monitoring. They call them SQO, school quality assurance officers. So when they talk about improvement in the salaries of teachers, then they always will they talk. And boss in the talk say, they talk like I say, everything is okay with the teacher. You know, sometimes even with God, what he tell me na me own faith or believe, he say if you appreciate the small way I do for you, I will increase for you. So whatever they do, we not forget say government get the good things and where they don't talk them. They will talk about the side and where they need for do more. I believe say that should be the approach. Salomon just feels say you should always talk about the negatives. No, your administration is different from that. Whilst we talk about the negatives, we also talk about the positives. So teachers, they're not okay. And so we want for let them do more for them. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about remote area allowances. I don't talk about, housing for teachers, transportation for teachers, and all that. Okay? Somebody they talk about supply uniform, bag, shoes. No, government not reach that side yet. Okay. That in a clarification one for make. For now, governments na fees they pay. If they do school feeding, if they supply teaching and learning materials, if they reconstruct and construct schools, they provide furniture, and they pay teachers' salaries.
All right.
Now that's the free quality education. The school feeding, I don't talk and say it not go all over yet. And they push for let government make sure say it go all over. But again, the challenge where I see, before this time, school feeding, now NGOs them they do one. You did like CRS, WFP, and so on. Since where government can now is say, number one, we for introduce what you call local content. Not bring bulgur, not bring oil, not bring beans. Use we rice, use we palm, use we beans naya, so that you also empower our farmers. Nine people they end on. All these ones will be the support the world film na lip service no more now. They're not doing it. And when it starts, then give government the indication, say we are going to support it in full. This now we challenge because the school feeding program is not now supporting that farmer outside Sierra Leone who is growing bulgur. Or this farmer, yes, who is processing oil, or this farmer who is growing beans outside Sierra Leone. Right. We want us to empower our own, and we own. I don't bring problem.
All right, many thanks, Mr. Ibrahim Be careful when you join with at the studio this morning for can we analyze the education sector from the primary and secondary perspective, and also Crispus Charles Macaulay Youssef joined with at the studio from the Teaching Service Commission from the Tertiary Education Commission. I beg your pardon. Youssef Kaepui for talk about what una they do as a monitoring commission for ensure say una bring order and sanity in the university system. That's very important in analyzing the education sector. Many thanks una join me at the studio this morning. And to you who watch me this morning, one for say many thanks. Una continue for watch Liberty Online Television. Your only digital platform so you they get critical voice them of different things the way they happen at the country. And if you want to get correct information, now for make Liberty Online Television your favorite platform. Also they bring canto on different programs them throughout the day for inform una and also entertain una, but all waiting they happen at the country. Well, Princess Pias time produced the program, Dennis Kamara and Musa Sao Koma, and then give technical support to the production team for bring the breakfast show to order. Mina Khadija Bangura, they wish you all a lovely day.
All right, and Mabel Kabade say till we meet again, get a good day and bye.